Hi, I'm Paula with Baby's Dog Training, and today I'm going to show you how to manage your line when you're training or trialing in scent work or nose work. I use a 10-foot line. Stay. The reason I use a 10-foot line is because Dash is fairly fast, and when she's searching, I let her go in the direction she wants to go to start out with. And so she may go right, she may go left, she may go around me. I don't want a longer line because, again, she moves around so fast, it's going to end up on the ground and it's going to get tangled up in her feet or wrapped around her neck or whatever. So 10 foot is what works for me. So when you're too close to your dog, you are impacting your dog's search. You're telling them where to search instead of letting the dog show you where they're searching. So I'm going to show you how I manage. I have 4 odors hidden here. I have 2 on the climbing rock. I have 1 under the table, and I have 1 back on the garbage can. When she moves close to me, I'm going to pick up the line. When she moves away from me, I'm going to let it go out. I want to give her space so I'm not impacting her. And I'll show you how I manage the leash. Are we ready? I have your toy. Okay, let's go find it. So I'm letting her go out to the end of the leash. She found odor. She's coming back. Sit. Yes, good girl. Find it. Oopsie. So if you drop the leash during a trial, it will only be a fault if it drags and impacts the search location. Sit. Sit. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. So I stayed back and I allowed her to figure out where the odor is. If I was too close to her, then I would either push her off the odor or pull her in the wrong direction. So I need to give my dog as much space as I can without having such a long line. It's too hard to manage or it gets caught up on things in the search area. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Good job. Good girl. Good girl. So I gave Dash the entire length of the leash and let her wander away from the odor and then come back because I didn't want to impact where she searched. In a trial, I'm not going to know where the odor is. So I don't want to pull my dog into the odor. I don't want to push my dog into the odor. So I'm going to give her as much leash as I can without it get it tangled up on her or on anything else and just let her do the search. Find another. Yes, there's odor there. Good girl, but that's not what we were finding. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Enough. Find another. Find another. Yes. Good girl. All right, this is Dash. I'm going to let her work as far to the end of the 10-foot line as I can so I don't impact her. If she moves closer to me, I'll pick up the slack so she doesn't trip over it or it doesn't drag. When she moves out away from me, I'll give her as much space as she's willing to work for me. Sit. Sit. Good. So I asked her to sit, good girl, because she was going to dig at the area where I had it buried and I didn't want her to disrupt the search area. Good girl. Yeah, girl. Find it. She's willing to move out ahead of me, so I'm going to give her space. Her tail's wiggling. She's definitely on odor. She is trying to get as close as she can. Yes, good girl. Good girl. I wasn't going to back up to the full 10 feet. She had plenty of room to search without me impacting her. So I was going to stand my ground. I didn't want to make the mistake of moving away while she was so concentrating so much on that odor and accidentally pull her away. So I stood my ground, but I was a good 7, 8 feet away from her. Enough? Okay, find another. You found that way. Go to another one. The nice thing is the long line keeps me out of areas I don't want to walk through. Yes, good girl. Good girl. So if she's willing to go to odor 10 feet away from me, I know she's on odor. Again, if the line was too short, I might accidentally pull or push her in the wrong direction. And when I'm closer to the dog, my momentum or lack of momentum also impacts them more. So if I'm moving and all of a sudden stop, my dog may accidentally give me an alert behavior. So I need to give her that full 10 feet. One more. Find it. She has as much line as I can. As she comes close, I pick up the slack. I keep my arm up high so it doesn't drag when she gets close to me. So not only do I not want to drag it for the purpose of not impacting this search area, I don't want her to trip over it. Yes, you're very right. That was a good girl. Nice job.